Well, I've just come watching Jawan, the much anticipated movie. And the first thing I can tell you is that there are no distractions in a movie. They're completely all out political messaging and the power of Shah Rukh Khan. Now, remember what happened after his son was arrested and then eventually got a kind of a clean chit? He was largely silent. Matan was released around the same time, but the movie was a little bit more masala movie with lots of dance, Ghana, and like any good, powerful hero and so on and so forth. But in this movie, he sends out multiple messages, which I'm going to be talking about. In a sense, it's the breaking of the silence of Shah Rukh Khan, which comes across in this movie, Jawan. Of course, the big dialogue, which comes roughly towards the end. There are two characters mainly. There are two Shah Rukh Khans. One is Vikram Rathore and his son Azad. Both of them are kind of a Robin Hood. Certainly, Azad is the younger Shah Rukh Khan. And Vikram Rathore is the father who was in the army and who lost his memory and gets it back. In one particular scene towards the end, he steps in to save his son and tells the villain, holds his hand and says that before you reach my son, you have to deal with the father first. How can you not remember the Aryan Khan episode at all? Remember how he was silent? He quietly goes to jail to meet his son. And those were one of the most hurtful, emotive moments for King Khan. But apart from that, why do I call it an anti-established movie? Because there are lots of issues on which he takes on whichever government. He doesn't mention any political party, and each political party is seeing it the way they want to. Towards the end, again, there's this scene where the EVM machines, 9 lakh of those EVM machines are missing. And then he addresses to his negotiator and through television that this is the ungli, this is the power of the finger. You question the people on everything whenever you buy a product. Why don't you question the government? Every 5 years, you get a right to vote. You need to ask questions of the government. Have they delivered? And therefore, you use the power of the finger. So that is that whole pitch to go out and vote. But you know, like Chak De India, where he was a coach, and he used the team over there to kind of, in a sense, vindicate himself because he was called a Desh Drohi. Over here, the movie is actually run by most of these large number of women who are in prison for no fault of theirs. Here again, I find that Aryan Khan angle to it, where basically most of those prisoners are the ones who have been in jail for crimes they did not even commit. And then how he ensures that they get a clean chit. What are the points which he raises in the movie? First of all, he talks about the farmer's suicide, how he gets money out of the agriculture minister, gives it to those 9 lakh farmers into their account because they are the ones who were committing suicide as they were not being able to pay back the debt. Again, one attack on the government. Second is on the healthcare system. How you have a scene where the health minister is boasting about the fact that you shoot me, मैं किसी भी hospital में सरकारी hospital में चला जाऊंगा and वहाँ पे I'm going to get the best treatment, and he's actually shot. And the movie then goes on to show that he did not actually get any healthcare because the basic facilities were not available in that particular hospital. And then of course I'm talking about guns. Remember, Vikram Rathore is an army man, and the movie also talks about one encounter where the operation fails because all the Jawans over there die because they had guns which were not even working properly. And that is where he says that the gun supplier, because that's where a lot of money and corruption takes place, and he should actually face court martial, and then the movie goes on from there. And therefore, I see it as a powerful anti-established movie. You see it which way you want to, and that's also one reason why perhaps as we inch closer to the Lok Sabha elections, political parties are going to read this movie the way they want to. I already see on the social media timeline a section of the opposition parties are thinking the movie is all about them and a message to the central government. I won't say that, but you know, the point is this is Shah Rukh Khan, two Shah Rukh Khans, and as usual, he's using his work to portray perhaps what he felt and feels very strongly about.